Hi everyone, welcome back to This Book Belongs to Pam, and this is Bookmas Day 5. I cannot believe that we've been doing this for 5 days already. It's actually been okay. It's not too difficult yet. My days have been pretty monotonous, so it's kind of easy to find time to edit, to film. We'll see once we get closer to Christmas Day. Today, I'm in my workout attire. You can even see workout attire because I'm gonna go climbing with my friends. I've been doing this new to me sport, which is indoor wall climbing, and I've been really enjoying it. I'm working on this project, which is essentially a climbing route that you're trying to finish. I've been working on this blue project for 4 sessions now, and I'm almost close. Like the last attempt that I did, I got like 3 holds away from the final one, and I was so close. So I'm gonna try to send that today, and by send I mean like finish the project today. So yeah, I'm really excited to do that, and it's always a fun time to climb because in between climbs you kind of have a lot of time. At least for us beginners, we have a lot of time to like just hang around with everyone, just because you know your arms get tired, you need to rest it before attempting another climb. Before we go, let's do my bookmas advent calendar and figure out what I need to do for today. Yesterday was a disaster. I forgot to do my challenge, but I think I saved it at the very end, so it's all good. But now let's see what I have to do today. Hopefully it's something that I can do even when I'm out. Instagram reading sprints! Oh no! On any other day that I'm not leaving the house, that's perfectly fine. I'm just gonna prop up my Instagram and do my usual reading sprints. But because I'm leaving the house and I'm not coming home until very late, this is gonna be very late night sprints for me. It's probably gonna be like at 11 p.m. I hope the audio is so much better now. But speaking of the challenge, probably gonna do this Instagram live closer to like 11 p.m. my time, which is actually good for people watching in the other side of the world because that's gonna be like 10 a.m. Not good for my sleep, but I guess who cares? Probably just gonna do it for like an hour and a half, not my usual 5-hour long sprints, because that would be insane. In terms of reading updates, I don't have a lot. So as I mentioned, I started reading The Priory of the Orange Tree, and I have made it to page 26, which is not too far. I guess we've met 2 characters that have been mentioned in the synopsis of the book. So we met Eid, who is the lady-in-waiting kind of like spy person, and then we also met Tane, who is training to become a dragon rider. Queen Sabra, we haven't had a chapter that focuses on her, like what she's doing. I don't really know much about her except that there seems to be a lot of assassination attempts on her life because she doesn't have an heir, and I think in this queendom, obviously you pass it down to a daughter, and she doesn't have a daughter yet, so everyone's trying to kill her to potentially, you know, have some instability politically and maybe usurp her power. That's kind of the lay of the land. Not much has happened. The writing style is still something that I enjoy. It's very cinematic. Is that a term that I could use for books? For example, one chapter is just Tane waking up and then going out of their seclusion and riding a horse. Like climbing on top of a horse. That's the chapter, and we get to see how she views the world, what she's thinking of, sort of her feelings, her seeing one of her friends rush out the door and climb her horse. You're getting a lot of the person that you're following, their surroundings, their feelings, their thoughts, which is probably why this book is so damn thick. But it's actually nice. I like it. It's written in such a way that it's easy to follow and it's easy to imagine. At least for me, it's easy for me to imagine the scene, which is why the word cinematic comes to mind when I'm reading this book. I'm hoping to get later, maybe the sprints is actually a good idea. I'm hoping to get to maybe 100 Or maybe that's too ambitious. Maybe like 70 pages. But I also want to start something light and fluffy. So I think I'm gonna bring my Kindle with me to climbing so that in between climbing sessions, I can start reading the 12 Dates of Christmas. So I just borrowed this from the library, and I'm craving the Christmassy vibe because I've been reading a lot of fantasy. Yeah, that is the plan for today. I'm just gonna make my way over to the climbing gym and we'll go from there. I am back home and I'm back on this spot right here. I just got back from climbing, and yes, it is, what time is it? Like 11, it's 11:08 p.m. and that's pretty normal for us. I was at the gym at around 4 p.m. and yes, we did spend like 6 hours in there, but climbing is a very social sport for me. One of my friends brought her kid to the gym, so we were just playing, coloring, doing some activities, trying to get her busy so that her mom could actually, climb. So it was quite fun. I ended up not climbing a lot, honestly. The one that you saw me do, the neon pink boulder, that was way above my usual level. It's a 3 pi, which is, my usual level is like 1, maybe 2 pi sometimes. So I was just like having fun doing that, but then I definitely overextended my left hand and I've pretty much lost grip strength after that video that I took, and I couldn't climb any other boulder because this hand has no grip whatsoever. Like, I can't squeeze at all with this hand. So that's a bummer, but it's fine. I had a lot of quality time with my goddaughter. So that was fun. And now I'm back here. I actually have a reading update because while I was, taking a break inside the gym, like my friends are climbing or I just climbed and I needed to take a break, I was reading. So I started reading 12 Dates of Christmas by Jenny Bayliss, and I made it to page 57, which is not bad. That is like 16% of the book. In this book, we are following Kate. 4 years ago, she moved back to her hometown, which is like a small town, to kind of take care of her father because her father was going through something. and she wanted to be there for him. Now 4 years later, she's still at the small town and kind of just decided to settle down in there, and she's looking for a new man. I think she just came from like a very long-term relationship that kind of like fizzled out, and she hasn't really been dating. Like, she's been too lazy to date, and she's just really enjoying the comfort of her own company, which I personally like can relate to. I really love spending time by myself, and I can understand why you would be lazy to date when you're that comfortable by yourself. I feel like if I don't have a partner now, I would have a hard time dating because I just love spending time by myself. But anyway, she decided to sign up for this event called the 12 Dates of Christmas. It's like a dating company organizes 12 dates for you. They choose like the location, the activity, and then they match you up with different people who kind of match with your profiles, and they do all the organizing for you. So she goes on those 12 dates. We're at the 3rd date so far, and it's very obvious from the get-go that the guy best friend, like the childhood best friend, is probably like the end game. That is my prediction. Other than that, my only comment about this book is that there seems to be some... The book itself is written in the typical way that holiday rom-com books are written. It's very straightforward, slightly leaning towards like the funny, sarcastic, witty type of commentary, and just easy to read, very fast-paced, not a lot of like exposition, not a lot of descriptive language. But for this book, every now and then, like literally out of nowhere, I get hit with the most descriptive, bordering on like flowery type of writing, and it sticks out in the text because you're reading the same tone, and then boom, suddenly you've got this super flowery type of writing, and it just takes me out of the text. I noted a couple because I was really confused by it. I didn't know why it was there, and it really didn't feel like it needed to be there. So there's a point here where it says, it was a death knell to their friendship. There's only a hair's breadth between adoration and animosity, and when the gap closes, it is rarely pretty. Like, why is that in this book? Like, I have no problem with this type of writing, but it just sticks out when it's just that one line out of like paragraphs and paragraphs of a different writing style. And then another one, like more paragraphs later, Kate enjoyed the transformation of the landscape as the winter sun crept across the fields in a wall of pale gold, chasing away the last vestiges of misty dawn. Icy crystalline blades of grass bent at the knees as the sun's scant warmth whittled the forest. Where are these lines coming from? It feels like those lines were supposed to be for another novel that the author is working on, and she accidentally copied and pasted it to this novel. That's what it feels like because it's so out of nowhere. And yeah, I know, I just thought that was funny. But aside from that, it's fine. It's reading quite fast, very cozy, kind of fluffy, definitely Christmas vibes, Christmas pastries, Christmas drinks, and stuff like that. So it's very festive and cozy, and I like that. But yeah, just those lines just, they're just funny. I mean, I don't mind it. Like, it's fine if it continues to happen. It's like a laugh, but it definitely takes me out of the story. So yeah, that is my update on the book that I'm reading. I do have to do a Instagram live, and I think I might continue reading 12 Dates of Christmas for the Instagram live just because it's a lot easier for me to absorb that book compared to Priori. I might fall asleep while reading Priori just because it's so dense. I'm gonna take a shower because I'm sweaty hair. I need to do an everything shower. And then while I'm letting my hair dry, that's when I'll do the live reading sprints. I'm gonna look like a wet rag, but I can't really wait for much longer because it is 11. Hello! Hi everyone! Welcome to very impromptu reading sprints. The reason I'm doing this is I'm currently doing bookmas over at YouTube. Okay, I just want to say the coincidence that one of the guys that he's dating is into rock climbing, and I Just did climbing today.